Hey everyone, I am Mark and this is By Divine Design. Welcome to our Wednesday play space. I have no idea where we're going today or what's going to happen, even though I've been transmitting to this space for 2 days now. So let's just tune in. See what they want to do today. Yeah, let's begin by opening to the transmission. This is a transmission of divine love consciousness that's always for your highest good and the highest good of all. So what the guides are doing already is inviting you to go beyond the mind. And it doesn't have to be difficult to do this. It helps if you have a right understanding. And it also helps if you aim high. So most of us, most of the time, we're playing small. We're playing the character that we took on in this life. We're mostly just thinking about the day-to-day, getting this bill paid, getting that task done. And we just aren't reminding ourselves and exploring as much as we could who and what we truly are. We're not these characters. We're not these human characters. We're not this human body. We're not these emotions. We're not this mind. The mind's just a repository of thoughts, memories, traumatic emotions, but basically it's what you didn't want to experience at the time or weren't able to experience at the time and you pushed down. And now you have this repository of memories of the past. Like every thought, every belief, every conditioning, it's from the past. It's not even directly applicable to here and now. And it filters our experience. This unconscious mind filters our experience all the time. It's what creates our experience of reality. If you believe a cold is bad for you and you get a cold, you have a miserable, bad experience. If you think a cold is your body strong enough to detox and it's a good thing, then when you get a cold, you enjoy it. You're happy that you were strong enough to detox. Whatever beliefs we have in there, and we often have quite contradictory ones, and therefore we have quite confusing responses to things. So the lighter your mind, the more you clear out these thoughts, these beliefs, the more you bring them to the surface and realize, wow, that doesn't even apply anymore. I don't actually believe that anymore. The more you clear it out, the lighter you become, the more you experience your infinite divine being instead of the human mind, the human consciousness. So every one of these transmissions, there's always a good amount put to clearing out these stuck energies, these conditioning beliefs, etc., identifications. They're all the same stuff, the junk you've pushed down into your unconscious and you carry around with you. That weighs you down, slows you down, confuses you, gives you uncomfortable experiences. So what the guides have been having me play with this past week and transmit to you in general is, instead of just doing it piecemeal, a little here, a little there, a little more, that's good. That's far better than not doing anything. But let's go to the top. Let's just begin to play with, what would it be like to let go of my human mind altogether? Is it actually needed? If it's just a repository of old beliefs, old thoughts, old memories, do I really need any of that to navigate my day-to-day life now? Hint, no, you absolutely don't need it. You have divine intuition. You can know whatever you need to know whenever you need to know it, fresh in the moment, without ever referencing the past. Like another name for our human mind is the ego. It's the ego. It's all these fear-based beliefs that we're holding on to, thinking it's going to be useful one day to have access to that. Or holding on to all these memories, thinking if I can call up this memory, whether it's that 2 times 2 equals 4, or that I skinned my knee as a 6-year-old and everyone made fun of me, it's like they're memories. They're really not needed to be carried around all the time. So why don't we tend to just question the mind all at once? Well, mostly because we never thought of it. We didn't realize it was even possible. So the one thing the guides want you to take away today is you have permission to question continuing to have a human mind at all. It's like Lester Levinson, when he talks about, when he used to talk about his God-realized state, he'd say, it's just who I was before without the mind. It's like my mind's gone, and now I'm infinite loving bliss all the time. There's nothing between me and the bliss. And he says the difference between you and me is just you still believe your mind is useful, and I let it go. So the top state, like that God-realized state, you are actually, you know yourself as omnipotent or all-powerful, omnipresent, and omniscient, all-knowing, and all-loving. So your infinite divine being, who you already are, it's who you actually are. You are these things. You're all-powerful, all-knowing, everywhere present, and all-loving. You are already that. And it's only your human mind that keeps you from experiencing that. It's that you don't believe you have access to that, or if you gained even a little bit of access to it, that you would use it wrong, that the ego would take over and start using it, or this or that. Infinite number of beliefs layered around being who and what you truly are here now while still in a human body. And see, the thing is, like this, we experience this when we're not in a body, when we're on the other side. But we know it's only from within, realizing it from within the density of the body that frees us from ever needing to come back into a body. So mostly we're just kind of like, okay, let's just pull back a little and let me check how. Yeah, let's just narrow down on one of those. Okay, who would I be without my mind? Yeah, see, it brings up a lot of resistance. There's a lot of beliefs in the mind that you shouldn't even consider such a question. Okay, we're going to flip it around a little. Let's come at it a different way. Let's center in on the all-loving aspect of our nature. So yeah, I am all loving. So we're going to use that as the like overall goal to have to open the way to experiencing I am all loving. And it just so happens to get there, you have to drop the human mind. But we're not going to focus on dropping the human mind, not directly at least. Yeah, so let's take this into a process. Let's do this. So yeah, just from the consciousness that you're in right now, just say to yourself a few times, I am all loving. I am all loving. And just notice what you notice. Notice any responses, reactions, feelings, thoughts. I am all loving. What would it be like to know truly through and through that you are divine love itself, all loving? So the transmission is infusing you and your energy system with this as your true identity. I am all loving. I love everyone and everything unconditionally all the time. And then we're also watching everything that gets stirred to the surface. All the parts of your human mind that would counter the truth. I am all loving. Now, we're not saying the ego is all loving. It's not. It never will be. I am all loving. Would you be willing to allow yourself to open more and more to the truth of your infinite divine loving being? The guides are highlighting an aspect of this truth which is, I am all loving, thus I am the source of love. And I need not look for love anywhere else but here within myself. Would you be willing to allow yourself to be completely fulfilled from within with this divine love that you are? What would it be like to be so overflowing with love from within your own being that you know you never need look for love anywhere else ever again? Now, a huge part of your human mind is set up around looking for love. And as you allow yourself to feel this self-fulfilling love that you are. And let go of ever looking for love in all the wrong places, meaning any place that's not your infinite divine being. Well, right there, you're dropping huge chunks of the mind. All these parts of the mind that were all completely focused on looking for love, approval, acceptance outside of you, somewhere where you will never actually truly find it. So, what would it be like to allow all these chunks of your mind that are just useless, unnecessary, let them go, even for a moment, just to see what it would be like? And it's good for you to know this is not something you need to consciously. It is not something your ego can do. You, as an infinite divine being, just find yourself realizing it's time to drop more and more of the mind all at once in big chunks. All the desires and thoughts and beliefs and memories related to looking for love, wanting approval. When you know you always approve of yourself, you always approve of everyone, you always love yourself, you always love everyone, you are the source of love. So, why would you need any thoughts, identities, memories related to looking for love somewhere else? I am all loving. I am all loving. Right here, right now. I always have been. I always will be. It's just I'm allowing myself to awaken to it more and more. So, another big chunk of the human mind is around basically punishing yourself, not loving yourself until you get 100 on the test or you make $100,000 a year or whatever. All these different thoughts, beliefs, conditions. I won't love myself until. Does any of that make sense? Do you need to motivate yourself by punishing yourself and withholding love from yourself? Does that ever actually work? No, it doesn't. When you allow yourself to experience the love you are, you find it easier to do whatever it is that's yours to do. Love is the best motivator. I am all loving and I allow myself to experience this love. And I let go of any and all beliefs that would try to convince me otherwise. I am all loving. I allow myself to overflow with love. It is when I am most loving, I am most happy. Would you be willing to explore that more and more for yourself? Bring to mind anyone you may have ever had trouble feeling love for. And just choose to love them no matter what. And notice how that feels. And love them some more. And love them some more. Just keep overflowing with love. Pick another person. Just notice what it's like to flood them with love. Notice you can't help but flood yourself more and more with love as you share it with others. You might also notice when you're overflowing with love, the mind just shuts down. It realizes it's not needed. Every thought in the mind is connected to a desire, a belief that there's something you don't have that you need. But when you're overflowing with love, you begin to feel completely fulfilled. All your needs are met. All your desires become quiet. And thus your mind becomes quiet. They're one and the same. Just with the lightest of intention, would you be willing to overflow your love to everyone experiencing this transmission? Would you be willing to allow it to flow even more, to feel even better? What would it be like to allow your heart to open even more, overflow with even more love? Notice what it's like to overflow this love to your location, all the way out to your whole country, even. There's nothing to do. This is who you are. You can't do it. You just allow it. You welcome it. You notice it. Love always wants to be shared. Love always wants to flow out. Would you be willing to allow it to flow out and through you more than ever before? Now, there's a whole theme of beliefs regarding fearing loving too much, fearing being too open, too loving, too giving. But as an infinite divine being, you have infinite love to share. It never runs dry. So, is there any good reason to holding on to any beliefs of that nature? What if none of that's true? It was never true. It will never be true. What if it's always best to simply be open and overflowing with love and more love and more love? And what if you can do this because you already are this? You just forgotten. Would you be willing to allow yourself to flood the world with so much love that love is all you ever experience. Love is all you ever see reflected back to you. Again, it's good for you to notice that love needs no mind. Love knows what to do without thinking. Love acts perfectly each and every moment without thinking. So there's another related theme throughout the mind. It's not safe. It's not safe. It's not safe to be this loving. It's not safe to be this open and vulnerable. It's not safe to give more than you receive, etc., etc. It's not safe. It's not safe. It's not safe. But just check it for yourself. Do you feel safer now with your heart open, overflowing with love? Or do you feel safer cowering in fear with a closed heart, separate and alone? I am all loving. I am made of love. All of me is love. Love is who and what I am. I give myself permission to experience this love and to share this love freely. Expanding, expanding, blissful energies filling in. Just notice what you notice. Is there any good reason to not allow full God realization right now? Notice what you notice as we ask, would you rather keep your human mind or experience full God realization? So there's a very high polarity here that I've been playing with for the last week. To help you go yet further into the truth, God realization is a choice. God realization is a gift. God realization is a choice. God realization is a gift. God realization is a choice. God realization is a gift. And those polarities are dissolving into one another as the higher truth emerges. God realization is a choice to receive the gift of God realization. And ultimately, I give it to myself. Who would I be if I chose to receive the gift now? So, for some of you, when you ponder that, when you open to those energies, the ego begins to get very chatty, doesn't want to lose what it thinks is control, is afraid of dying, is afraid of losing something. What would it be like to just drop all those parts of the mind that are based on egoic fear of happiness, of perfect, loving happiness? What could there be to fear in that? Now, just notice what you notice as we shift the energies a bit. And open to where you are fully God realized. It may appear a little off in the future, it may appear far off in the future, but your fully God realized self, totally established in his or her all loving nature, having fully dropped the human mind, is here present with you now. Sharing the truth of your own being with you. What would it be like to receive even more from your God-realized self? What would it be like to merge and blend with your God-realized self? What would it be like to surrender even more into the truth of your loving nature, fully realized? If not now, when? And remember, none of this is serious. In Hindi, it's called Leela, divine play. Allow yourself to play with who and what you truly are as an all-loving, infinite, divine being. There is so much love here, so much love overflowing. This session is complete. Infinite love and infinite blessings. So thank you all for being here today. We're not going to do a question and answer. if you have a question or a comment, post it as a comment to the YouTube video after I post it later tonight or tomorrow morning. And I'll be sure to answer it there. Otherwise, much love. Thank you again for this opportunity.